podcasts have advanced.
Podcasts have become so advanced. What's up?
Not really much. I slept in a little bit today.
Hell yeah.
And snuggled the boy, Jojo.
The bunny boy of Jojo.
Yeah. He was very upset that he didn't get to keep snuggling me. I was like, Jojo, I have to get on the computer and stuff.
I have to go do computer things.
He's like, no, not computer things. He hates it. He cannot sit with me.
Jojo said, no, please don't talk about please don't go on a podcast talk about a middling movie. You're so sexy, haha.
Yeah, that is him. He doesn't like it when I play video games. He can't sit with me because I have a hand on the mouse and a hand on the keyboard and no hand on him.
Yeah, you gotta engage the gamer lean, so he's got no real estate to take up space on.
Yeah, he's
gotta make sure you're all the way forward when you're playing warrior.
Yeah, that's me when I activate the beast mode or whatever.
Home gang?
No. Inner release. That's what I'm thinking of.
Inner rage, yes.
I love that with the eyes glowing. Tight.
Yeah. Wait, no. The eyes glowing ability for warrior is home gang.
Is it do it with home gang too?
Oh, you mean on the character? I'm sorry. I think you were talking about the ability icon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I
never use home gang.
Oh, it's the best feeling in the world. Sorry, we're getting into Final Fantasy XIV shop talk, listeners who don't play the game, but I fucking love home gang. I'm bad at using it properly, but it's so good to use, especially if you're in VC with a healer.
Oh yeah.
Who's like, they're just like, oh fuck, I ain't got my shit. Oh shit. Hell. And you're like, oh, don't worry, King, I got this.
Don't worry, I am invincible for a second.
Yeah, don't worry. I cannot be killed for any reason.
I've used it sometimes. I just usually am stupid and die first.
Yeah, tanking is hard.
Tanking ain't easy.
I know I mentioned this to you yesterday when we were watching this movie, but the other night I've been coming back to Final Fantasy XIV after a decently long time away, not like super long, but like a couple of weeks without touching it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a roulette with my friend. I'm gonna, let's try Dark Knight. This is easy. I've played 150 hours of Warrior. This should be no problem. And within the first 5 minutes of the duty, I had not realized that I had an AoE ability, not turned on my enmity, stood in the damage over time zone on multiple bosses because I forgot what I was doing. I was just like, there are so fewer buttons, but I was still just like,
what do all these do? It's, I don't like starting the class at level 30 because I'm not learning everything as I go. As much as I hate not having an AoE on Satasha or Statasha, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
But it you learn a little bit by a little bit.
I kept rolling dungeons that were did not have the, because Warrior and Dark Knight, and I don't know if the other tanks have this also, but Warrior and Dark Knight at least have the 1, 2, 3, and the third one heals them a bit, which I got really used to in Warrior. But I was in dungeons where the third one was locked to me as Dark Knight, so I could only do 1, 2, not self heal. So I just had to spam Rampart and Reprisal on cool. We're getting way too into the fucking shop talk on Final Fantasy XIV. We should talk about the movie.
It's a sign about how bad this movie was.
This movie wasn't even that. No, this movie was kind of bad. All right, let's get into it. We're still in the cold open. We can't talk about the movie yet. So here is the theme song.
Okay.
Coffee Shop AU podcast.
Oh, I was like, when did they go to the coffee shop? I wish they went to the coffee shop.
The joke is that it's literally just Ginger Snaps, but an alternate universe story.
It really is.
Anyways, I'm Sarah, and I'm joined this week by. Is this your third time on the podcast now?
I think it's the fourth time because I did the two other Ginger Snaps, and then I also did Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yes, that's right. Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I hated the ending, but I loved the rest of that.
Yeah.
Welcome, Luca.
Thank you.
So, how you been? It's been
it's been a bit.
It's been a minute. It's been God. It's been a. I don't think you've been on since we crossed the 100 episode threshold.
Yeah, it's because I didn't have a microphone for a while, or I would have definitely joined you.
Yeah. Because Ginger Snaps and Ginger Snaps 2 were both like pre-100, and I think Autopsy of Jane Doe was like 70-something.
God, that's wild.
But hey, you know what's happened since we last did an episode of this podcast? Since I last did an episode of this podcast, I guess.
What happened?
You hear that shit?
You have a keyboard now.
I have a mechanical keyboard now, motherfuckers.
Nice.
It's not quite as clacky as it could be, but it's got those MX Cherry Blacks in there, and it's very sexy.
It makes the satisfying noise that you like to hear.
It does make the satisfying noise. It really does. It feels like I've noticed that I've become like a little bit more like long-winded when I am typing shit in Discord, because I'm just like I just kind of want to like
play with that.
Like, you know how some people love to hear the sound of their own voice? I'm like that, but with keyboard.
That's good. I love that. When I got a new keyboard for my computer, I got one of those fancy. It's not that fancy, but it's like one of those gaming keyboards that turns colors.
Oh yeah, that's what I've got. Yeah.
My mom bought two of them because she wanted one too, and she loved the one that made the louder keyboard sounds. So I was like, you can have that one, because I don't know if I'll ever be like recording or on like a voice call or something, and that's gonna be
right.
A little bit of a distraction.
Right. So we watched Ginger Snaps Back this week, which is a movie that I had like 2 pages of notes on, which is like not a lot. Like for comparison's sake, when we watched Color Out of Space, I had like 3.5 pages of notes. Mars Attacks had like 5. This one didn't even reach the end of my second page. Like there was just so little I felt like going on in this movie. So this one might be a little bit loosey-goosey. Gonna play a little bit fast and loose with this bad boy.
Yeah, me too. I didn't take any notes. I was just like trying to hear it.
Yeah, you were simply vibing with it.
I couldn't hear anything anyone was saying, because they were all whispering, and whoever did the audio mixing went to sleep.
The audio mixing on this was so fucking bad.
Yeah. How long was this movie?
1 hour and 30 minutes. It actually went by pretty quickly, I'll admit, for a movie that I thought was really nothing. Like, the first half hour disappeared in a snap.
It felt so long to me, but at the same time, not.
Oh yeah, after the first half hour, everything slows to a crawl.
Yeah,
I know. I just said this movie moves kind of quick, but like it moves quick for the first 30 minutes, and then just like gets doused in molasses.
Yeah, they did the pacing. My God, the pacing. They did not know what they were gonna do with this movie.
Yeah. So the millennials all say, "Wow, did you see that epic snapback that Ginger did? Today we will eat it, Ginger." Anyway, this movie is actually called Ginger Snaps Back, The Beginning.
The Beginning. Is the implication that this was
an origin story? like
their
how
ancestors?
Everything started? Like yeah, the ancestors of Ginger and
implying
her sister?
that at some point both sisters fucked and had future generations.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't clock that the
if they were ancestors, they had to have had children.
They just basically say, what if we did the first movie, but in the colonial America times,
19th century Canada.
Yep, yeah, this is Canada. That's right. Of course it is. It's Ginger Snaps.
I couldn't tell where the movie took place when I was watching it because no one was doing like. Ginger and Bridget were basically talking as though they were their modern counterparts.
Yeah, they were. They were just like, let's go to the mall, Bridget.
Let's take pictures of us dying. Too bad camera hasn't been invented yet. I guess we'll just drown in a river or something.
Yeah.
Is that was apparently what happened to their parents?
Yeah, I guess like it's really just like said in a throwaway line.
It was said and like Ginger said it and then
like the way she said it,
she was like, our parents drowned, and then she was like, it was very fast and they didn't suffer. And I was like, is she making a joke about it?
Yeah, the way she says it is like one con man telling the other con man like an alibi real quick just to make sure their stories are straight. Like,
yeah.
Hey, dude, listen. If anyone asks, your wife died. Okay?
They died,
I know you don't have a wife, but if anyone asks, she died.
Because Bridget seems to have not. She seemed to be confused about what happened to their parents.
Yeah.
And it was either Ginger was reassuring her that they died painlessly, or it was a story that she made up.
Yeah, but so we're at the very beginning where Ginger and Bridget, the sisters who we love, are in the Canadian wilderness and they're lost. And there's a story about two sisters being bound by blood, and then they come across a Cree woman who's like, "Hey, here's a trinket that has some meaning." I don't think she says what it was, but she was just like, "Here, you can have this." And then she says, "You must kill the boy, or one sister will die." I guess
she gives them like two little necklaces with bird skulls on them.
Yes, yeah, that's what they are.
Bridget's like, "Thank you, Ginger. Say thank you." Like, yeah, please be polite.
It's a funny line.
It was kind of funny.
Just pausing for a quick minute to let the boys get their shouts out.
Werewolves.
So we meet the Cree woman, and she says kill the boy, and then Bridget gets her leg stuck in a bear trap, and Ginger's like, okay, I'll go find some help. Count to 100, and Bridget starts counting.
Yeah, she says, before you finish counting, I will be back.
Yeah.
So she does. She counts like they're playing hide and seek.
Yep. They're having a good time. They're having a great time, just playing games and shit.
And she runs into this dude did not have a name the whole movie.
No, according to Wikipedia, he's just called the Hunter.
They couldn't even give the guy a name. Nobody asked his name. He probably would have told them.
Yeah, he definitely would have, but they're just all like, "Oh, this guy is indigenous. We don't give a shit about him. He is the Hunter." And he gets Bridget's foot out of the trap and takes her back to Fort Bailey. And the doctor there is like, "Okay, let me take a look at your wound. I need to make sure it's not a werewolf bite."
He puts a leech on her, which he says is for preventing sepsis. Which, like, to be fair, leeches, they're pretty good at cleaning up wounds, as far as I know.
They do be kind of preventing sepsis, though.
Yeah. So, and she's like, "I don't want the leech," and Ginger's just like, let him put the leech on you. It's okay.
Yeah, and he reacts like trepidatiously because he's like, "Oh fuck, something bad might happen here," but nothing bad happens, and he's like, "Okay, we'll treat you. You have not been bitten by a werewolf." I mean, a what? A who?
A who? What's werewolf? We don't know.
We really don't. We meet some of the other people in the
fort.
In the settlement. We meet fucking God.
I didn't know any of these dudes' names.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't have names. We had like the guy in charge who was like racist and an asshole and like just like has a habit of hitting every single person he disagrees with. Like,
yeah, I knew him as like the skis ball, and then there was the priest who was also kind of skeezy.
There was the priest. There was the kid's dad, Seamus.
I think the kid's dad was the leader of the fort.
No, the kid's dad was the kid's dad was not the racist guy.
No. The leader of the fort was a different guy from the racist guy.
Okay, gotcha. Seamus, racist guy, priest.
Seamus was like just I think he was the dude wearing the beanie hat.
No, Seamus was the leader of the he was the kid's dad.
Oh, okay. See, this is what happens when the movie is very quiet and you can't hear anything.
I mean, even I had the volume cranked. I could hear pretty well. They were not saying these characters' names. Like, they said Seamus a bunch of times, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
So, oh god, what happens next?
They go to dinner?
They go to dinner, and nothing really happens, I don't think. There's argument.
I think one of the dudes is horny because they're wearing dresses and they can kind of see their titties and everybody's looking at their titties.
Yeah, when you're in the Canadian wilderness, any titty's a titty, I guess.
Any titty's a titty. And like the priest guy, I'm assuming he's the priest. He's like he makes his prayer about like avoiding temptations. And Ginger's just kind of like, amen.
Yeah, it's the Frollo, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
He's
thing.
Frollo, basically. Let's just call him Frollo.
Yeah, sure. Let's call him Frollo. The werewolves attack. No, that's not when the werewolves attack. Sorry. They go to bed for the night, and then Ginger wakes up and is like, "Oh shit, there's someone crying. Let's go do some quick rundown, see who that is." And then she finds it, and it's a deformed little wolf boy who bites her.
Yeah, that's
a fucked up little wolf boy named Jeffrey.
Jeffrey! Oh, feel so bad for Jeffrey.
Yeah, me too. Jeffy.
Poor Jeffy.
Poor Jeffy.
She's like, well, that sucked.
Okay, wait. Yeah, okay, sorry. You were right earlier, by the way. I was confusing Wallace and Jeffy.
Oh.
Seamus is Jeffy's dad. Wallace's dad is... Wait, shit, fuck. Wallace is the guy in charge of everything, I think. God.
I think the dude in... I think he's... The skis ball dude is like one rank below the kid's dad.
Yeah, God, what is these... What... God, these names are so hard to keep track of.
Yeah, the skis ball dude. I'm just calling him that.
His name is James, I think. According to Wikipedia, that's James, who is the fort's leader.
Yeah, but he throws his weight around until the kid's dad shows up, and then he backs off. So I think he does rank below him at some point.
Yeah, God. This movie...
at one point in the movie, the dad is like, "I'm in charge, so you have to listen to me, and I don't care."
Yeah, he says, "Look at me. I'm the captain now. I don't know anyone's name here."
No wonder everything's in disarray. Nobody knows each other's names.
Yep.
So Ginger comes back and she's like, "I got bit."
Yeah. And then she is like, "Okay, we're just gonna have to leave. These guys have been nice to us. Let's get out of here." And then they sneak out with a cool sword.
Oh yeah, you were talking about how the hilt of the sword.
The hilt of the sword is like extremely like fancy and ornate, and it just looks like a handle that belonged on a much smaller sword than what she was like. She was carrying the blade attached was a long sword, but the handle was like for a rapier. I don't know too much about swords, so I could be wrong about this, but just based on my cursory knowledge and lots of playing of Soul Calibur 2, this feels like a weapon that... The hilt was a Raphael weapon, but the blade was like a Siegfried weapon.
Yeah, sort of a hybrid.
Well, Siegfried
I didn't
wasn't
really
in Soul
know
Calibur
because
2,
I
but...
don't. I just see a sword and I'm like, that looks real.
You look at it and you say, yeah, that's fine. That's a sword.
That's fine. That could hurt someone, probably. I don't know.
You just look at it and say, I will diagnose this with sword.
My mom collects swords, and for all I know, all of them are, like, battle ready.
Sorry?
My mom collects swords? Well, swords and daggers.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you or your mom. It's just that's a very funny, like, correction to be like, swords and daggers.
Yeah. It's not just swords.
Sometimes
she settles for things smaller than swords.
Who would collect... What kind of rube would collect just swords?
That's just mall ninja stuff, you know?
4chan green text, be collecting swords, not also collecting daggers.
Don't get the wrong idea about my mom. She has a machete too. Don't worry.
Oh my god. So the Bridget and Ginger are like, all right, we're gonna peace out. But then James, the asshole, is like, hey, you guys can't leave. And then they have like a tussle at the gate, and then a werewolf busts in and like eats a dude at the gate.
It just pulls him in like zombies.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Shaun of the Dead, where the dude is getting pulled through the window.
Oh yeah, I barely remember that.
Yeah. And then they're having a werewolf attack.
Yeah.
And it's all confusing, and the girls are like, "Oh, I guess we can't leave now because there's werewolves out there."
Yeah. One of the guys gets bit, and the next day the doctor does the leech test to him again, and the leech like grows to this like it grows from like a small slug into the size of like
that was freakier than like any of the werewolf shit. That was the horror part of this movie.
Yeah, when the leech got really big, that was really fucked up and scary.
Yeah.
Like I sounded like I was being sarcastic, but that was like that was definitely the scariest
really
part
big.
of the
That was a
movie.
big leech. And he was
Big
screaming.
fucking leech. Not the kind of leech you want on you.
Yeah, as opposed to leeches that you do.
I mean, I don't really want leeches of any variety on me, to be perfectly honest. But like of all kinds, I'd really like to not have a big fat fucking leech.
Yeah, not that leech. I would try having a leech on me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I watched a video, as part of like a history kind of series about like, you know, old medicinal treatments. Mm-hmm. And they put a leech on a dude, and he's like, I can't even feel it. I was like, oh, that's so neat.
I feel like I heard something recently from our mutual friend Roswell about like a YouTuber who like keeps leeches or something.
That's so cute.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I couldn't do it, but I'm all for it. Yeah, keep your leeches, feed them yourself.
That's actually very cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Before the dude has the leech on him, I just remembered that the reverend locks them into a room with one of the wolves that came in through the wall. Yeah,
and then he also pulls out his gun and makes gunshot.wav happen.
Oh yeah.
It's like that oh my god. It's like that. Do you know who Gus Johnson is?
Nope.
He's just a YouTube guy who did this really good video that I'm gonna link you. You don't have to watch it now, but it's very funny. I'll post it in the show notes also. It's just the video is called How They Use Shotguns in Movies, and it's a really good video. It's just that's what happens.
I was reminded of that scene in Disney Tarzan where he like makes the gun noise.
Oh god, yeah. Also, if you hear that, I'm on to page 2 of my notes. We're halfway through with my notes.
Great.
God, so, the hunter is like, here, Ginger, I will give you Wolfsbane to put on your wound, and also I will kiss you, because wounds and
Wolfsbane,
Wolfsbane,
wounds, just, you can't get enough. You gotta kiss somebody.
Yeah, you gotta kiss somebody. And then the next after that comes the guy getting bit and the leech going supersized. But
Big leech.
while they're making out, Ginger is like, "Oh fuck, I can smell his blood. I can't not." Fucking Ariel
It's
needs
werewolf.
legs voice. I can't not eat his blood.
Oh, I can't not eat his blood. So sexy.
It's so fucking sexy. They have like a little funeral for the people who have died in like the werewolf attack, and also the guy who had to get shot because of being werewolfy, being bit by werewolf. And like the thing is that like werewolfism seems like really degenerative to everyone in this movie except for Ginger, who just like gets like white hair and looks really cool.
Yeah, she's special. She's part of the
prophecy. Like everyone else turns into like a fucked up abomination when they're werewolfy. Like the guy
their face gets kind of nasty.
Yeah, their face looks like Ludwig in Bloodborne. Shout outs to Ludwig and also Lawrence. Also, no, Ludwig is the one I mean. For all you gamers out there, it just kind of looks like a fucked up horse face.
It's got a lot of teeth and stuff.
A lot of teeth, yeah. And Ginger's like, and we also see like some weird obscured shots of of some of the like the full werewolves, but like everyone else who's like on their way to becoming werewolf is like, oh, I am degenerating, and Ginger's like, oh, I am becoming sexier. I can smell blood. I'm thirsty for it.
I have a cool streak in my hair, like Rogue from X-Men.
Yeah, and then eventually my hair will become all white, like Sindel from Mortal Kombat.
And her eyes, there's a scene where her eyes, like, turn green, and it's cool. And I was like, I wish my eyes did that, change colors.
Yeah, I wish my eyes were, like, fucking...
Me when I'm a werewolf and I'm sexy and my teeth are perfect and pointy.
DeviantArt-ass werewolf.
Honestly, for everything else in this movie, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine if Ginger does that.
Yeah.
I was like, sure. Superpower of smell blood. They also identified that one of the werewolves that came through, I think the one that they shot in the house, has a tattoo showing that he was one of them at one point.
Yeah, and it's like, oh fuck. This was Jermbaby.
This was the devil's work. The
this
devil
was
is,
oh fuck.
This
Oh fuck.
sin.
This was Germa 985.
Germa did this. They all got into Germa's chat and they started harassing him about it.
Yeah. Have you seen that video of someone like taking a video of like those like dog like agility course things,
yes!
And then just like superimposing Germa green screen running over where the dog would be?
That's art.
That's what a Germa werewolf would do.
Yeah, he's just doing agility and he's smaller. Yeah. He's smaller than he was. Imagine if that whole scene where the werewolves attack was like that, except there was just really tiny germs. Bridget! It's Germa!
I'm imagining that, remember that movie World War Z that didn't do it, that was bad except for that one cool scene of like all the zombies piling up on top of each other to breach that big wall?
I didn't watch it, but I saw the advertisements.
Yeah,
that was that.
Yeah, that was using the ads. I'm imagining that, but just like with a pile of small Germas.
Someone's got to make that at some point.
Oh, I really need it.
That'd be very good.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember what happens next in this movie. I think Ginger has some like fucked up dreams.
Yeah, she keeps getting flashes of like a bloody face and maggots and worms and uh-oh.
And the little boy's there and he's normal.
Yeah. But so Jeffrey is being creepy.
He's just wolfing.
Yeah, he's just a little guy who had to be a wolf. And Seamus, I think, his dad comes out and is like, "Hey, listen, but please don't kill my son. I love him. And then he's like, Jeffrey, come here, be my son. Like, and is like, here, I'll show you how good of a boy he is. And then Jeffrey says, no, fuck you, Dad, and runs over to the well. At which point, Seamus pulls out a gun and just blasts him.
Oh, that happens later.
Oh, did I jump super far ahead? I'm sorry, my notes are. Like I said, my notes are very sparse.
It's just like very confusing, this movie.
Yeah.
I think Ginger and Bridget decide, oh, fuck this place, and they escape through one of the holes that the werewolves came through.
Yes.
And they meet up with, it's not the hunter, but it's another Native American guy who's also unnamed. And he's like, our seer is in the cave. They're like, well, we want to go see her and see how to, no, wait, that's after Jeffrey gets shot. Damn, this movie's so confusing.
Yeah.
At some point, I think the hunter guy kind of tells them that Ginger has to kill Jeffrey because that was the prophecy.
Right, but the prophecy just says you must kill boy, and then they're like, oh, and then they're like, oh fuck, Jeffy is dead already. I didn't kill him.
Yeah, I guess she kind of resolves to go kill him at the gravesite where he's hugging his mom's hand.
Yeah, but then she's like, oh, I can't do it, and that's when the whole hullabaloo happens, where his dad comes out and is like, I'm sorry, Jeffy, I have to do this to you. Bang.
Yeah, shoots him into the well, and I was at that point. I was like, Ginger, you could still go into the well and get him.
Yeah, just finish him off.
Just finish him off. He's probably not having a good time down there.
Yeah, odds aren't great that Seamus plugged him exactly in the lethal spot from like 50 yards away with his shitty flintlock pistol.
Yeah. Oh, poor Jeffrey.
Like Jeffrey
they pulled him up.
Jeffy almost certainly died from drowning. It's way more likely that he died from drowning than it is that he died from that gunshot.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Yeah.
You know, his dad should have just, like, point-blanked him when he had the chance.
Yeah.
I guess that's after that is when they leave and go to the seer.
Yeah, they go see the Cree woman who's at the start of the movie, and they're like, hey, the boy died, how do we fix this? And the Cree woman is like, here, I will give you a vision of your death. And
that will help you.
Yeah, and that will help you somehow. And so she has a vision, but it's not of her death because there's in her dream, it's like the settlement is like under attack by wolves, and Ginger and the hunter are tussling, and Bridget runs up and is like, okay, I'm gonna stab the hunter, and then she stabs, and then when we go back, when the camera turns around, it's like, oh fuck, she stabbed Ginger, and then Ginger dies in the dream. And then Bridget wakes up, and it turns out that the hunter had joined them in the dream space by also cutting a wound. He took a
sippy of the drug.
Yeah, he did the drug, and then was like, well, bad news, Ginger fucking killed the old lady, so we're in deep shit now.
He's like, I'm just very pissed off. Your sister killed the seer. I want to note that the seer, when they came in to see her, she was like, I told you to kill a boy before you got bit. And she's like, they're like, oh, what? And she's like, yeah, that it's already too late. The curse is in the blood. They're like, damn, wish we knew who the boy was before we had to kill him.
Yep.
So they go back to the fort, I think.
Yeah, they go back to the fort. It's Wendigo. Werewolf is now Wendigo.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They capture Bridget.
Yeah, they capture Bridget, and my notes at this point says that the editing in this movie is doo-doo ass, because on like multiple occasions they will have like there will be at the end of a conversation between two characters and a lingering shot on one of their faces. Like the thing that made me write this down is that there was like a conversation between the hunter and Bridget, and then Bridget starts talking in voiceover, and I was like, wait, is this just really bad ADR? And then like 6 seconds later it cut to her and the hunter walking through the woods, and the voiceover continued, and then it was like, oh, that's just her talking now, that was overlaid over the previous scene.
Yeah, that was a weird bit of editing. I was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I think the hunter leads her to the fort, I guess in some, like, I guess I don't know why the hunter's leading her back there, except that I guess they both saw that they were there in the vision, and then he kind of lets her get taken by the dudes at the fort, kind of betrays her, I guess.
Yeah.
So she gets tied up, and the priest, the reverend guy, Frollo guy, is like, you gotta beg for your forgiveness so you don't go to hell, and she's like,
yeah.
She spits at him, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna burn you now, like Frollo did.
And then the dick, like, well, she gets out because Wallace shows up and is like, hey, fuck you, Frollo, and kills him. And then the asshole and Ginger have a fight, and then Ginger wins the fight by cutting his throat open, but after like getting beat up by him and being like, oh, you hit like a girl.
You hit like a girl. And then she's like, I'm going to tell you a secret. And then she slashes his... I think she tells him that she's a werewolf now.
Yeah.
And she slashes his throat, and he has like a Kill Bill blood spurt. And I was like, what? Wish this movie had been kind of hammy like this at the beginning.
Yeah, the last like 10 minutes are mega hammy in a way that the rest of it is not. And it's like, it makes me really wish for what this movie could have been. But
yeah, she opens the gates, and this shot of her like opening the gates with her arms open and the werewolves coming in from behind her, I was like, oh, that's what they were going for in this movie.
Yeah.
This is the shot that they wanted to build up to, and they just couldn't figure out how to get there. Because it was very cool.
Yeah. The werewolves kill everyone. Wallace gets bit and sets the fort on fire before he kills himself. The hunter shows up and is like, Bridget, you have to kill your sister. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to do it. Psych, I'm going to kill you instead. And then runs away with Ginger. And then Ginger are just like chilling in the woods, and Bridget's like, I'm cold. And Ginger says, I'm not. And then they like do the Blood Brothers pact thing where they press an open wound to an open wound, and then they are like,
that's
okay,
what they were doing.
Okay, Bridget become werewolf. And that's the end of this movie. We're only 40 minutes, we're not even 40 minutes into this episode.
I just remembered there was like a little callback to the beginning of the movie where Bridget was tied up at the fort, and she starts counting, I guess, to, wait for Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God, the movie felt so long, and it was not that long.
Yeah. I don't think we have any questions either, so...
Yeah, so there's some stuff to talk about. Number one, kind of racist.
Number one, kind of racist, yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, native mysticism.
Big time,
yeah.
Kind of, tokenizing a little bit.
Yeah.
With the hunter.
The fact that they didn't name the hunter makes me, like
the dude was living in there in the fort. At one point, somebody could have, like, hey, what do I call you? But I guess they just were so incredibly racist that they didn't even bother to learn his name.
Like,
but you'd think that Bridget or Ginger might have, because they seemed to, like, have, like, an accord with him a little bit.
Yeah. None of the Kree characters in this movie are named.
None of them.
There's like four. There are four of them that show up. Well, three Kree characters and one Kree corpse that show up in this movie, and none of them have names. The old lady is called the Seer, and the hunter is called the Hunter. So,
and the movie also, of course, does the cool thing of saying, "Oh, this is where the Wendigo legends come from." Actually,
yep.
Just don't touch that. Don't do that. This is something that happens in media a lot, and I can't really speak in depth about it because I'm just a white person. But, it's a problem where media takes, like, Native American legends and stuff like that and warps it into, like, oh, this is a cool thing that we did. Like, what was that video game? Until Dawn or something like that?
Oh, yes, Until Dawn.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was that whole Wendigo thing with that
God, I
game.
forgot about that aspect of it. Like, I mean, I know that's like that's like one of the major plot points, but also like I'd completely spaced on the fact that the bad monsters in that game were Wendigo.
Yeah, just don't let's as a let's all stop making cool things about Wendigos. They're not. Just leave it
Yeah,
alone.
that's not us. That's not ours.
Not ours to do.
Yep.
Werewolves on their own is cool enough.
Pretty cool. Yeah, you could have just let this at werewolves.
It's just werewolves. It could have just been werewolves.
Yeah, it really could have just been werewolves.
It was already just werewolves in the first two movies. I don't know why they had to do that.
This is Star Wars boys. This is actually the quote first movie.
Yeah.
This is the Phantom Menace of Ginger Snaps. Of Ginger Snaps movies.
You know, that is a little bit of an insult to the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, it's a big insult to the Phantom Menace, which is a movie that I honestly kind of love.
I thought Anakin was cute in that movie, and everybody was so hateful to him.
Yep. That movie is aside from the Jar Jar stuff. The Jar Jar stuff is rough.
The what?
The Jar Jar stuff.
Oh, Jar Jar, God.
The thing is that, like, I think a lot of people hate Jar Jar because he's what they think Star Wars shouldn't be, when in reality they should be hating Jar Jar because it's, like, disturbingly racist.
Yeah, a little bit racist. Also, that dude, that alien dude with the Jewish stereotype.
Ah, yes,
people
Watto.
Have talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, Watto. The thing is that, like, if Jar Jar was not, like, if you could somehow just, like, go back in time and tell George Lucas, hey, just do the same shit with Jar Jar, just cut out all of, like, the extremely racist parts that you've done here, and just like, have him do the same.
Just make him a funny little guy.
Yeah, like, he does some funny things in that movie. Like, the way he's just, like, Charlie Chaplining all over that, like, big final fight is, like, genuinely pretty funny to me. When he's, like, swinging on the tank, I laugh.
I wish Ginger Snaps Back, the beginning, had been, like, had that kind of, like, some kind of, like, hammy stuff going on. I mean, this is the most ultimate self-indulgent thing, is I'm gonna make this movie again, but it's gonna be at a different time. It's gonna be an AU. This is a fan fiction for the first movie. What if sisters were in this time period? Why didn't they just go all out and just ham it up? You know, try not to be so serious. The first half of the movie, just like, oh, everybody's so quiet and serious, and oh, the fort, the tension at the fort. Like, you just, just make it hammy. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's a self-indulgent story about the two protagonists being in different time.
Yeah, it's the coffee shop AU.
It is the coffee shop. It's the historical AU. It is. What if it was different? What if Ginger didn't die? What if Bridget didn't kill Ginger and she got to be with her sister at the end? I think that element of the movie was sweet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the impact of everything that happened between them in the first movie was kind of like kind of pissed on by the way this movie went. I'm not very smart at saying trying to say what I mean about this, but just kind of they were as characters, they were kind of dulled down. Like, they weren't as characterful as they were in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like, they were very quirky and kind of had this, like, outcast among their peers kind of vibe between them, and, like, it had that whole thematic thing of Ginger kind of growing up before Bridget.
Yeah.
And them drifting apart, which is, that's a thing that happens between siblings, where one sibling, like, kind of gets into high school and is too cool for their sibling or whatever. That's a thing that happens.
Uh-huh.
They didn't do any of that in this movie. It was just kind of like the whole way through. They're just some girls.
They're just some girls.
They're just some girls. And
LCD sound system voice. Some girls like to turn into a werewolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some boys are extremely racist. Oh. I feel like applying Wolfsbane together.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Wolfsbane, I wasn't sure, but it seemed like it might have been the stuff that the hunter was putting in the wounds. Like, when he was trying to patch up people's wounds, he was trying to patch up Ginger's wound, he kind of put, like, some medicinal thing on it.
Yeah,
at
some
first I was like,
herb.
is that like the Wolfsbane they were doing in the first movie, and he was kind of trying to hold off the curse for her? Didn't go anywhere with that.
Maybe you would. I don't remember the first movie all that well, so that you would be the one to.
In the first movie, there was a there was a dude who was kind of selling drugs at school, and I think Bridget was working with him to try to figure out how to cure Ginger, and they made some kind of drug out of Wolfsbane that Bridget injected into one of the werewolf people, and it kind of stopped him from wolfing out for a bit.
Okay, yeah.
And so she was like, oh yeah, this will cure Ginger. I have to make some more. We have to make some more and put it in Ginger. And and the second movie, you weren't on the podcast with me for the second movie.
I was not, so I've not seen it.
She starts out this movie injecting herself with the Wolfsbane because she got bit. And it's holding off the werewolf transformation, but it's wearing off in effectiveness. And she gets she passes out, and she gets sent to like a drug rehab facility, basically.
Right, okay.
Because they think that she's doing like some other drug. And that was a big part of both of those movies, and I don't think it really was in this one. I thought it was going to be when the hunter was applying the stuff to their wounds, and I thought it might have been like, oh, this is this is how we hold off the curse or whatever. This is a cure we figured out, but no, he's just, being cool and giving them some medicine to fight off an infection, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
They threw some cool stuff out for this movie.
Yeah, there were a couple of cool things. So on a scale, I accidentally skipped ratings. So on a scale of 0 to 5, on a scale of 0 to 5 horse-faced boys, how many horse-faced boys are you gonna give this movie? Horse-faced boy.
Goodness. I'm not gonna lie, it's like a 1.5 or a 2. It's not.
Yeah, I'm like
great.
I'm really just hovering at 1.5, honestly.
Yeah, 1.5, just for the cool shots towards the end of the movie and the funny guy getting his neck slashed open.
Yeah.
I liked that part. Should have died a little bit sooner, but not great.
Yeah.
Just watch Ginger Snaps instead of this one.
Kind of a stinker. This is part of our lead up to Schlocktober, which is just around the corner.
Oh yeah, that is right.
We're coming up on it. So, Luca, do you have a recommendation to make for recommendations? Because we have no questions.
I didn't think about this. I've just been face first into Final Fantasy XIV. They just patched. In a recent patch, they basically made the first expansion free, so you can play the game free up to level 60.
Yeah, for context, I have played about 200 hours of the game, and I have not finished the first DLC yet.
Yeah, it's a lot of content. You could spend a lot of time before you have to get to the next expansion, honestly.
Yep. All right.
It's fun. There's cat boys.
there are, in fact, cat boys. This week, I'm going to recommend... okay, I'm going to recommend a podcast I've been listening to called Blowback. It's about the Iraq War. It's making me very angry, but it's a very good podcast, and I'm definitely I was 7 when I was 6 when 9/11 happened. So a lot of that time that they're covering, which is like early to mid 2000s, is time that I spent like being under the age of 10 and not really knowing anything about news except what the news like relayed to my parents, which they talked about in passing to me. So I am realizing just how much of what I interpreted had been just like, or how much of what I had internalized had been just like such propaganda, such things.
That's a really, that is important to learn about. I was like 10 when 9/11 happened, so I had some awareness of the culture, but it was definitely through a lens of like my parents who were Bush Republicans at the time.
Yeah.
So... God. That's something I should look into, maybe.
The episode I just listened to last night was, it did a deep dive on Abu Ghraib, and it was just,
Wow.
Some fucked up shit happened there.
Important to know.
Yeah, important to know. So, Blowback podcast. Won't make you feel good, but it's important listening.
Know your history.
So, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Luca, for coming on the podcast again. Where can people find you on the line?
I have a public Twitter now, since the last time I was on this podcast.
Nice.
It is... I don't use it very much, but it is Minerva's Den, like the Bioshock DLC.
Yeah, Minerva's Den.
I got that handle. And you could also look at JoJo's Twitter, where I sometimes post pictures and videos of him at... Mr. Joey Jojo.
Mr. Joey Jojo.
Is like spelled out the full word of Mr.
All right, I'll put that link in the show notes. If you want to find this podcast, we are at Fearbaiting on Twitter, and we are also patreon.com/fearbaiting, where you can go and support the podcast. $1 a month, early access to episode, $5 a month, name read on the podcast, and a message sent in. So I haven't gotten a message in a while, so send your messages in. $10 a month, all that stuff, and also you get to demand that we watch a movie when it's not Schlocktober time. So we have a schedule. We have like everything lined up for Schlocktober. A reminder that those will be happening on. There will be streams of every movie in the Fearbaiting Discord on Friday nights. It's either going to be 8 or 9 p.m. That's the one thing we haven't ironed out yet. We have an absolute fucking banger schedule this year. I am very, very excited for all the guests and all the movies that we're doing this year. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to Mogu, Ducky Aisha, Paul Moran, Kit Spindler, and Michael Kaiser. If you want to hear more of me, I am... no. Thank you very much to Blair, who is constantly my editor and also making the poster for Schlocktober, and it's going to be fucking sick because Blair is fucking good at design. Thank you to Seda, who you can find... Blair can be found on Twitter at BlairKitsch. Thank you to Seda, who makes music under the handle People You Meet Outside of Bars. Go to gaygothvibes.online for more of them. They did the intro and outro music for this podcast. Thank you to Matt GameCube of Noisepace and Noisepace.xyz for hosting this and so many other great podcasts. I know I recommended 0 to 0 last time, but it really is one of my favorite podcasts recently, so I'm going to recommend it again. If you want to find more of me, I'm on Twitter at Sunhatzhenya, SUNHATZHENYA, and you can also listen to me and the aforementioned Blair and Seda on The Wonder Years, which is back. talking about Animorphs, and you can also listen to me on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, the Leftism podcast by, for, and of the Terminally Online. It's not a threat, it's just a fact. And I think that's everything. So, until next week, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Luca.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Good night, everyone.